With the cost of goods and services high because of inflation, people have turned to food banks and pantries. KOAM's Jalen Banks shares with us how one organization is helping in the fight against this hunger.
Governor Mike Parson declared September is Hunger Action Month. The goal? To raise awareness to fight against hunger and food insecurity. Crosslines Ministries in Joplin is a part of that mission and serves as a food pantry in the area.
Yeah, so we have a lot of people in our community that we're already paycheck to paycheck, and then this year with inflation and whatnot, we've seen more first-time clients at Crosslines than maybe ever before.
Not only are customers facing challenges with groceries, but pantries as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tricky part. Not only is the cost of food purchasing up for the individual, but for food pantries, it's cost us a lot more now too. We're seeing as much as a 30%, sometimes on some orders 40% increase in the cost of purchasing food as opposed to what we were spending just a year ago.
They have also seen a decrease in donations.
Because of the effects of inflation, we're seeing less donations right now, especially from individuals, than we have before. So it's a difficult time right now. We're having, like individuals, like households, we're having to pinch our pennies and try to weather this time.
Despite the issues, the organization wants people to know that places like Crosslines are an important resource.
And parents, families are just really are struggling, and they just need help with so many different things. And a lot of people that come in here, they don't realize everything that we have, and they're very appreciative, and you can just tell that a weight's been lifted off when they leave.
In Joplin, Jalen Banks, KOAM News.
Crosslines also offers clothing and other household items. 70 high school students from 5 area schools were on the campus of Crowder College to get tested for tuberculosis. Access Family Care's mobile unit partnered with the college. The students are in the health science program through Del Reed Technical Education Center.
They will get a site injection in their arm. It'll bubble up, and then that is the area that they will read on Thursday when they come back.
According to an Access Family Care nurse, tuberculosis, I said it right this time, tuberculosis often impacts low-income populations. Pitt State today hosted a guest with a unique story. Sarah Dykeman followed the entire 10,201-mile migration route of monarch butterflies on her bicycle. Man, that was a workout, right? She's the first person to do that, and today she stopped over at PSU to share that story.
People are looking for an adventure. I think following the monarchs is a great way to do it, and one of the beautiful things is you don't have to go thousands of miles. Like literally a trip to the park right now in Pittsburgh is when the monarchs are migrating, so you're biking with butterflies when you go to the park.
Dykeman also wrote a book about the journey. Elon Musk is going to spend the next 2 days answering questions from Twitter's lawyers. The world's richest man is going to sit for a deposition related to his $44 billion offer to buy the social media company, an offer he's trying to rescind. Twitter is suing Musk to enforce their sale agreement. The matter is scheduled to go to trial on October 17th. In Italy is about to see its most right-wing government since World War II. Giorgia Meloni, leader of the Brothers of Italy party, is in line to become prime minister. The conservative superstar fiercely opposes adoptions and surrogacy for same-sex couples. She's going to also become the country's first female prime minister. The U.S. vowing to take decisive action if Russia uses nuclear weapons in the war with Ukraine. It's the latest response from the Biden administration as Moscow bolsters its military presence on the front lines. Fox News correspondent Trey Yanks has more now from Ukraine.
Let me say it plainly. If Russia crosses this line, there will be catastrophic consequences for Russia. The United States will respond decisively.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan issuing this stark warning over the weekend as tensions continue to escalate between the U.S. and Moscow over the war in Ukraine. This weekend, Russia began drafting some 300,000 reservist troops to join the fight. Hundreds of men were spotted saying goodbye to their families in several Russian cities, while thousands of others were seen fleeing Russia in an attempt to avoid the draft. The exodus came as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky urged Russians to fight back against mobilizations.
I want to emphasize once again, there is a way out. Do not submit to criminal mobilization. Flee or surrender to Ukrainian captivity at the first opportunity.
No one wants to go to die. People are crossing on foot with one bag, leaving their whole life there. You could say all their possessions, absolutely everything, just to live peacefully.
There are growing concerns the war in Ukraine will escalate after voting is complete in 4 Russian-controlled areas inside Ukraine. Western allies have called the referendums a, quote, sham and pretext for annexation, similar to what was done in Crimea in 2014. Ukrainians in Russian-controlled areas reacting to the prospect of annexation.
We want very much and hope very much that everything will be fine.
Voting on the referendums that started last week is set to be finalized on Tuesday. In Kyiv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
Vladimir Putin granted Russian citizenship to former U.S. intelligence contractor Edward Snowden.